Welcome to the Love and Luck podcast show. We back again with some more topics, and I got some interesting stuff we want to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? We talked about everything, as far as the P. Diddy thing. We talked about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith and all that. So I mean, we're gonna. I want to talk about today who influenced us far as out of the music industry,
For sure.
who put some influence on your life and made you want to become the person that you are today, because music is very influential.
No, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to music and just be like, oh man, damn, that boy spitting some game. You know what I'm saying? They
No
spit
doubt.
some game, and I ain't gonna go too far. I wanna go start, from the days when the game has really begun. Because
Right.
I go back with the old school rappers, you know what I'm saying? They on my top shelf too, you know what I'm saying? Run DMC, L Cool J, and all them kind of kids, that Daddy Kane and all them. But I want to talk about today.
Most definitely.
Because I looked at a show, it's been past a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago. I seen your boy Tony Yayo.
Okay.
He had, to me, I was insulted just because how he was coming across with the shit. Like, he was talking about Biggie was way harder than Ice Cube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't say Tupac.
Nah, hell no.
He said Ice Cube.
Nah, and definitely not in his prime.
And I said, is you?
Definitely not
I said,
in his
is
prime.
this Tony Yayo for real?
Right.
Did he say Biggie Smalls
Yeah.
over Ice
That's
Cube?
crazy.
I said, okay, I get it. You from the East Coast.
Right.
That's the only thing I can say about it. I said, it gotta be you ride with the East Coast, man, because
sure.
Q got way too much music.
Most definitely. Right. Yeah.
So does Tupac, if you really want to jump through Tupac in there too. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy, we have a disagreement just a few minutes ago with this guy too. He said Biggie was harder than Tupac.
For sure.
I want to hear you guys' opinion on this.
Right.
It's a leave it in the comments. Please leave it, like, subscribe, and share. But put this in, leave your game in the comment. I want to hear what y'all got to say. But
Right.
give me your top five. Give me your top five. Who is your top five?
Right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and speak on what you just said about me being
Yeah,
Biggie,
please do.
about Biggie being better than Tupac. Now, this is what I would say.
Please.
When it came to, ultimately, I grew up in the streets. My family, they grew up in the streets. It was all street shit, gang banging shit, dope dealing shit. You know what I mean? So basically, being those things, those are the things that resonated with me. Now, when Tupac was rapping, yeah, he rapped about some real serious shit and some shit that I could relate to. But when Biggie came with like a lot of that, I forget the songs, but he had a few songs that just completely resonated with me. You know what I mean? The one about, you know what I mean, how you break down the dope, how you know what I mean, the 10 steps. What was the name of that song?
Yeah,
man?
that's what it's called. The dope 10-step dope commandments or some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh man,
The 10 Commandments, I think is what it's called. 10 Commandments.
That shit was banging. When he, you know what I mean, when he broke it down like that. Yeah, I mean, and it's a couple of other cats that had songs like that too.
Yes,
I think
sir.
Joel Santana had a song about the little boy, Doughboy Fresh. That shit was knocking when he, you know what I mean, broke it down. Cause I like the story raps like that. And then on top of that, E40 had another one. What was that? The one that 40 had?
40 got so much shit
Oh
on
man,
there.
40 had one that was so motherfucking
40
cold.
got too much.
You know.
So,
but when it comes down to my top five, I would have to say, what time in life, I would say there's different eras. Because when I was a young nigga, man, I listened to, certain cats like, DJ Quick. He was my favorite rapper at one point in time. What was Dub C?
I like
I was
Quick.
fucking with
Like
Dub
DJ
C
Quick
real
and,
hard.
I like Dub C too.
Before I got out of San Bernardino, I didn't even know there was anything else but West Coast music. Because that's all we listened to. You feel me? But I was confined to, that true ghetto mentality. So that's all I knew. You know what I mean? And I was a West Coast, and you know what I mean? And I'm a certified bona fide West Coast cat. You feel me? So that's all like Jay-Z and all
So
that.
who's your top 5, man? That's what I want to know.
Who is my top 5? Damn, that's hard. That's hard. I would have to say by me being a grown man and me being in me living life and understanding and having to navigate through life and somebody having to, somebody preaching, not just talking to me. I'm talking about preaching to me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I would have to say number one, Jeezy, man. You know what I mean?
That's your number one?
I would say if a cat, you know what I mean, from a preaching standpoint, in my life.
And they know how I feel about Jeezy. I love Jeezy.
In my life.
But he your number one?
Man, in my life. I can't, and then I don't listen to nobody more consistent than him. So
okay, that's number one. I got you.
You know what I mean? I don't listen to nobody more consistent than him. No, so how I'm gonna say somebody else is my top, and that's who I listen to.
Because you've been around for a while. Jeezy didn't come in the game until 2006?
I got you.
5?
But I'm not a nigga on that lyrical shit. You know what I mean? All that, you know what I mean? That New York lyrical shit. I'm not on that. If that's the case, I would say Eminem is, you know what I mean, really, you know what I mean, one of the coldest when it come to that. But he ain't talking about nothing I could relate to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eminem.
You don't think Eminem cold when it come to that, man?
Yeah, if you want to battle rap and all that shit,
correct.
Quasars,
correct.
All that bullshit.
I don't listen to Eminem.
Yeah, because I'm like, I like Eminem though. Don't get it fucking. He from where I was born, and I'm from. Yeah. I was born in Detroit, but I was raised in NLV.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's all you got is Jeezy? That's it?
Man, oh no, I got Jeezy. Who else I got beyond that, man? I would have to say, man, I would have to go to the West Coast, man. I think, I was just listening to Kendrick Lamar, man. That nigga cold.
That nigga used to like Jim Jones too, y'all.
Oh yeah. Jim Jones was my guy. But the thing is, like I said, I was living that life. I was on the road constantly, you know what I mean? I'm riding the truck. I got, 3, 4, 500 pounds of weed in the trunk, you know what I mean? So therefore, that was my life. I was, the thing is you got to realize whatever the music you listen to, that's what resonates with your spirit. So
that I agree with.
Correct. So the thing is the things that I listen to, it resonates. You know what I mean? It's not just music. Ain't just music for me. It's spiritual for me. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yes, so the things I listen to, you know what I mean, they resonate with my spirit and who I am internally.
Mm-hmm. Well, since he can't give you 5,
I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro. Let me hear your 5. Let me hear your 5.
Hey, look. That nigga pussyfoot around and give you that 5, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you.
I'm gonna go get mine out the way just so you know what I'm saying? Shit, as people I came throwing there, because there's certain underground artists y'all probably never, well, I know people from the soil know who Brother Lynch Hung is, and they know who Spice One, and all them cats is, but I'm talking about on the mainstream soil. So I'm gonna say, number one for me, my number one artist of all times is Tupac Shakur, man.
I got you, for sure.
Tupac should be everybody's number one, but I ain't the one.
Right.
To me.
That's the typical.
Put it in your box. Put it in the comments who your number one is.
Right, for sure.
My number 2 of all times is E40 Fonzarelli.
For sure. That ain't too typical right there.
Game spiller.
Yeah, for sure.
He gave me a lot of game. A lot of game. I got one person that wasn't even a rapper that gave me a lot of game as well. He ain't on the rap list, but I'm going to tell you who else gave me some game.
Right.
Kenneth Ivory Pippin Kid.
Okay, for sure.
Pippin Kid gave me a lot of game. Right along with E40. Around at the same time, they both game collided on me, and I was listening to both of them. Okay, that's number 2, E40. Number 3, I'm going to have to say Ice Cube.
Right.
Ice Cube. Number 4, I'm going to have to say Scarface.
Right.
Mr. Scarface been walking down the block.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
out jumps the things and things on this rock.
Sure.
Who, you know about that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Scarface. I got to put Scarface on this. So that's what's that? That's 4?
Yeah, I believe that's 4.
Okay, that's
I believe that's 4.
Tupac, E40, Ice Cube, Scarface, number 5.
Yeah.
Damn. Cause there's so many toss-ups in there, man. There's so many toss-ups in there. Cause I got a couple cats, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna have to break this thing up to the East Coast and the South, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving out my top 5
Right.
that influenced me. I'm gonna have to throw Jeezy in there.
Right. For sure.
I'm gonna have to throw Jeezy in there, cause when Jeezy came out, like you say, we was pushing strong.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? When that nigga came out with them first 3 albums.
And I couldn't do nothing but play young motherfucking Jeezy at that time.
Man, he came up with them first 3 albums. And then the thing is, you know, that shit is just in my blood, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm talking about shit that I could feel.
Right, for sure. You know, it's in my blood.
I really felt it.
Most definitely. You know what I mean?
Right here in my heart.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That
right.
Tupac, Warren G, I really feel them in my heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Warren G.
Huh? No, I didn't say Warren G.
Yeah.
I like Warren G.
Not.
I like Warren G.
Oh, okay.
But he ain't on my, you know, Warren G ain't no lyricist or nothing like that.
Right.
Warren, you know, he kicked the West Coast with a G-Funk.
Right.
Welcome to the G-Funk era.
Yeah, for sure. I think what it boils down to.
I like Warren though.
You know, you more of a connoisseur, and then on top of that, you respect the art. I mean, I respect the art too. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
you know, ultimately, I respect the art to the point to where it's like, you know, what are you saying to me? And then on top of that, you know what I mean? I like cats that edify me. You know what I mean? Don't just be talking a bunch of gibberish and talking about a bunch of shit that don't make no sense. You know.
Like the Biggie thing, and I like Biggie's on my list, but he's under those 5.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For
but
sure.
Biggie ain't got enough.
Yeah, his catalog ain't long enough.
He ain't got 2 records.
Right.
He got 2 albums.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
How could that make Biggie be better than Ice Cube or Tupac?
Yeah, Tupac to me, I mean that All Eyes on Me was like really his best shit.
Is you crazy?
What was before that?
His best album to me, he got a lot of underground shit that's fucking killing shit.
Right.
But his last album, you can't tell me Machiavelli ain't the one.
Hey, that Hail Mary on that album, that shit was knocking.
That Machiavelli wasn't no joke.
I
played that when I was in prison.
Yeah.
I played Machiavelli almost every day.
To me, he had a couple songs on there. That Hail Mary, that was the coldest song
early
on
in the
there.
morning, mom states with military suckers fantasizing, put this up a young brother Barry. Was it me? This weed or the life I lead? Daytime is for suckers. Tonight we breathe.
Right. Most definitely.
Boy, you mean tell me you weren't fucking with that?
Yeah, I was fucking with it, but I wasn't fucking with it. At the time when that came out, who else came out around that time?
That boy was clowning on that Mac.
Did 50 come out somewhere around there too?
50 came out. When 50 came out, 50 on my list too, he around there with Biggie and them, but 50 came out. Me and you was fucking around real hard with 50. Remember we used to drive to Cali and be banging that 50 and Freeway. That's what
definitely.
We was banging 50 Cent and motherfucking Freeway, the rapper Freeway.
For sure. And it's a lot of niggas that's underrated, man, when it come to rap. Freeway was one of them.
Because he was dropping that 50 was dropping the mixtape when he was getting that Ja Rule and all them at that time.
Right. For sure.
And that's before the album dropped. But when that album dropped, that Get Rich or Die Trying, remember 50 blew them niggas up.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
He was fucking with that shit.
Yeah, he was. Jeezy and them wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, for sure. But shit, ultimately, man, let me try to come up with a top 5, man. I would have to break it down into eras, but you know, ultimately, I would have to drop it. I would have to break it down into, you know, sections too.
I would have to drop sections. Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as west, south, east, west, you feel me? I would have to break it down like that too as well. But shit, if I was, you know what I mean, and then on top of that, you know what I mean, I'm not no, you know what I mean, I ain't the biased type, but you know, I would say, number 1 from just a pure lyrical rapping standpoint, you know what I mean, I would probably have to say, and then by me being a West Coast nigga, you know what I mean, I would have to say Cube is number one.
Okay.
I would have to say Cube is number one. You know what I mean? Because he did come with that real back in the
Cube
day.
was clowning.
Oh man, when he came with that shit and then he had the little skits on there.
I
And
used to
then you know what I
love
mean?
that, whatever that song he had when he said, took a flight, jumped on a
Oh
plane.
man, that was
Four
my
gang
shit, boy.
bangers, professional
Gang
crack
slangers.
slangers.
And I
Rented
hey,
in a
oh
motel,
man,
rode to the
hey,
ghetto, checked in the
for sure.
motel,
And you know, St.
unpacked
Louis
and I
was
grabbed my 380.
yeah,
Where we stayed, them niggas look shady.
for sure. And
I
then
don't know how these niggas could top that.
yeah. Cube was fucking with that shit, you know. But ultimately, like I said, I don't play Cube no more.
Shit, I still play that shit right now today.
Yeah, but yeah,
Today, I
man.
still bang that
Yeah,
song
but
right
back in
there.
the day, man, that shit was knocking. That
I
man,
play
you know
that
what I
right
mean?
now
I
today.
thought I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was the coldest shit ever. You know what I mean?
Police.
Especially
I used to love when they say police don't recognize khakis in the sweatshirts. They could. That was some real shit.
Oh yeah. And then on top of that, I even bumped that a lot because one of my favorite cities to hustle in was St. Louis. That was really like my second home. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
I remember I used to fly to Detroit when I used to go back to visit my family in Detroit.
Yeah.
And I used to step out there with them khakis and them chucks and shit on. Them niggas was out there capping and shit. Ah, man, they thought we was talking about we was some Cali niggas. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, nigga, this Vegas, nigga.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Cali next, we only 3 hours away,
Oh,
man.
for
So
sure,
it's like we
It's still
neighbors.
that West Coast
Yeah,
type of,
it's all
you know what I mean?
neighbors.
It's still West Coast shit.
Yeah, so
You know
I
what I
was
mean?
like, they was like, man, they was capping. New York niggas was capping. They was like, and then I look at New York niggas was wearing chucks and shit.
Right, for
What the
sure.
fuck you niggas doing wearing chucks in the snow?
Shit, they trying to get past all that goddamn snow they gotta get
And
through.
I'm saying, why would you have a pair of chucks in the East Coast? Period.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no chucks in
Yeah,
New York,
right.
Detroit, none of that shit.
Right. I'm saying that's why they was wearing them Timberlands and shit.
Yeah,
You know, they gotta
exactly.
get past that
Boots. They
snow.
was
Yeah.
timboed up.
For
Yeah.
sure, for
I
sure.
didn't get why they stole the chucks and the khakis and shit.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, I would actually have to say, man, you know, just on a catalog level, I would probably have to say, man, Face, that's a cold nigga, man.
Scarface.
I would have probably had to say he probably, because I to be honest, I would probably, you know what I mean, if I wasn't just like strictly on my, you know, on what resonated with me as far as who I am, I would
Mm-hmm.
say that basically, you know what I mean, just you know what I mean, and as far as me listening to shit according to my spirit and who I am, I would have to say Scarface is probably, when it comes down to South rappers, I would have to say Scarface would have to be number one and Jeezy would have to be number two. For sure. You know what I mean? It's a lot of South rappers.
I can agree with that.
You know what I mean? A lot of South rappers, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, they own some different shit, you know what I mean, to me. But you know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna tell you, Scarface, Jeezy.
Mhm.
Can't forget about UGK.
UGK. Yeah, I ain't never really fucked with.
Pimp C
I ain't
and
like
Bump,
Pimp C
Pimp
Flow.
C and Bump B was cold.
Yeah, I ain't like Pimp C Flow. You know what I mean?
Who else out that South? Out that South, Lil Wayne.
Right. Oh, Lil Wayne, he was hard. He was hard. But now that I listen to Lil
Lil Wayne.
Wayne, he seems like he talking in circles.
Yeah, you know Wayne like to, he try to
Yeah.
he
I'm
hit
like,
you
this
with all
nigga
them he hit you with
yeah.
all them crazy ass punchlines.
Yeah,
I think he took I don't know if Lil Wayne look up to a lot of the East Coast rappers or not because he got the South flow, but he mixed it with all them old crazy
Right.
punchlines, and East Coast rappers ain't nothing but a bunch of punchline rappers.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they all into that subliminal, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
That
know,
subliminal
and
shit. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you know, when it boiled down to that, man, I would say
Ludacris,
Kendrick is killing that shit.
yeah,
That nigga.
Kendrick.
And then shoot a lot of, you know what I mean? The thing is, you know who's underrated? You know what I mean? Is his boy J Rock. That nigga J Rock be killing that shit. You know what I mean? J Rock got some cold shit. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, you don't fuck with J Rock?
I never listened to I listened to J Rock
You ain't
one
never listened
time,
to J Rock?
but I don't really mess with J Rock like
Man,
that.
J Rock got some cold shit. That nigga
The
J Rock.
Game, I listen to the Game before I listen to J Rock.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, that's another nigga I fuck with was the Game. So I would say Cube, Scarface, Who after that? Shit. I'm talking about
You
niggas that
said
just
Jeezy.
just was coming out hard, the motherfucker. Who else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, man. We gonna put Jeezy number one as far as me being a street nigga. We gonna man, for sure.
I'm
But
gonna put Pac, man.
yeah,
I got
but
Pac. Pac at 40. Those are
yeah,
my top two.
for sure. Who else? 40, he had some shit back in the day that I fuck
40
with.
still banging right now. Go get
Right,
it.
right.
Get 40 new record. Rule of thumb. That shit hard as a motherfucker.
Most definitely. The shit that hit with me with 40 was the shit, like I said, when he came with that story shit and he was talking about that hood shit.
Shorty
Yeah,
got
man.
the art of storytelling.
Yeah, when niggas, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
art of storytelling.
For sure. You know what I mean? When he was chopping up game like that, you know what I
40 give
mean?
you too much game.
But sometimes 40 just be he be on that other shit, that hyphy shit, and I'm just not a
Nah,
hype.
you gotta go
Yeah.
beyond that shit. That's just
Yeah.
for the mainstream.
Yeah, I ain't on all
But
that
when you
shit.
listen deep
Yeah.
in depth,
I ain't
when you
on all
get
that,
it,
yeah,
when you
man.
get in depth
Yeah.
of the album, man,
For
40
sure.
be talking that shit, man.
Yeah, most
When I
definitely.
was going through all my trials and tribulations and shit, I didn't listen to nothing but 40 and Tupac and Jeezy. Those the three people. And I was listening to Jeezy mixtapes. I wasn't listening to his album. I was listening to his mixtape.
Most definitely.
He had a song when he say something. I remember when I seen my first 30 bricks.
Yeah.
And he say something. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga must have miscounted, gave me 46.
For sure.
I say, ooh.
Most definitely. Yeah, that nigga
I
40 was
say,
hard. Yeah, man.
no, that's Jeezy.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
That's
okay. Yeah,
Jeezy
okay.
said
For
that.
sure. For sure.
He said that nigga must have miscounted, gave me 46.
Hey, the coldest shit that Jeezy said to me, when he said
The takeover. That's what that was called.
yeah, when a nigga say he counted up the bread and then he took it to his, to his aunt's house, and you know what I mean, and all that old type of shit, you know what I mean? What was that song? What was that song? I can't think of the way it go right now.
Which one was that? He said he took it to his house. He had a lot of those.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But basically, you know
I
what I
can't
mean?
think of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But when he was doing that, you know what I mean? And then he said, you know what I mean? I count so much money, my thumbs ache. Oh, man. That was my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it just came to that kind of lifestyle and the lifestyle that I was living, Jeezy spoke to my, you know what I mean? He spoke to who I was. And then Jim Jones, you know what I mean? But, and like I said, Jeezy was in the streets when I was in the streets. You know what I mean? A lot of times when niggas traveling around and hustling, you know what I mean? A lot of times you see niggas, you know what I mean, the same niggas that, you know what I mean, we pretty much move in all the same circles. Pretty much whatever you doing, anybody, you know what I mean? Anybody, when you're in an industry, that industry pretty much moves in the same circles.
Yeah, because they all tied to the same street people.
Tied to the same street niggas.
So that's what it is.
For sure. So when motherfuckers selling, you know what I mean, some shit somewhere, you know what I mean, they buying the shit somewhere else, a lot of times, you know what I mean, they fucking with the same people and they don't even know. You feel me? You know what I mean? Or end up fucking with the same bitches and don't even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, it's all energy. You feel me? It's all energy. But yeah, man, so I would have to say, like I said, Cube, Face, let me see, who else from, you know what I mean, just from like a longevity type of shit. Oh, you know what I mean, I gotta throw Jeezy in there. Fuck it, we gonna throw him in at 3. Damn, who the fuck else? Shit, I don't know. You know what I mean? I would probably have to.
Said throw Kendrick on there.
Oh yeah. I would have to throw Kendrick in there. He hard as a motherfucker. But Kendrick be coming with that shit that resonate with a nigga spirit, because he talking about some, he get to talking about that God shit. And then, I mean, I was just listening to the song today. This is what I don't understand. Is a lot of shit that niggas be talking about. The shit niggas will tell you in the song of how, you know what I mean, of how life really works. And niggas just be doing ass backwards shit. Like Kendrick, you know what I mean? He got that one song I was listening to, I'm Real, off his first album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the shit that he chopped up in that song, you know what I mean? About how he talking about all the shit that how motherfuckers is loving consumerism and all that old bullshit. And he's like, well, what love got to do with anything, nigga, if you don't love yourself? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he was like, I'm real. I'm real.
Hey, Kendrick a real
Yeah,
cat.
but, you know,
I like some
that's the
Kendrick.
kind of shit I fuck with. You feel me?
When Kendrick told them cats he was the king of New York and they was hot about
Oh
that,
man, he fucking with them New York niggas for sure.
I was like, man, who they got going against Kendrick? I think they say J. Cole and
J. Cole hard as a motherfucker too though. I
Drake,
fuck with Cole.
Drake and J. Cole.
Right,
I
right.
believe that's what
Did
they
they say
saying.
Drake?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, these youngsters got Drake on top of their
Yeah,
list.
Drake is a commercial nigga, man.
That's a new wave thing.
Yeah,
The new wave
yeah,
rappers, they probably gonna say
yeah. Because of his money.
Lil Baby, and I like Lil Baby though.
Yeah, yeah. After listening to him, I gotta turn that shit off. I'm like, man, this
I
dude
like
like
I
he
like
getting on
the
my
first, I
nerves.
like when Lil Baby first came out.
Right, right. Yeah, for sure.
He
Yeah,
ain't been really been dropping none as of lately, but
yeah. And
that
then
I heard that was exciting. Except Da Baby got a new song out.
right,
It's cold. Him and Busta Rhymes and T-Pain, that new
right.
shit, the baby get that shit hard. I
Sure.
like that one.
Yeah,
That's the one I like.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
as far as the rest of these new cats go, damn.
yeah. Oh yeah, I would have to say Nipsey too, man. You know
Oh
what I
yeah, I
mean? And I
fuck with
got
Nipsey
turned on to
too.
Nipsey kind of later. You feel me?
I
You know what I
fuck with
mean?
Nip.
Yeah, man. And then I would probably have to say a lot of this shit that Jay-Z came with back in the day. Through all the possibility. That shit, you know what I mean? The soul
Jay-Z,
cry, all of those
I
type of
like
shit.
Jay-Z too, but
Yeah, he the
I
nigga
had to
was spitting
skip.
some
I
cold
gotta
game.
skip. I gotta see when I throw on Jay-Z shit, I gotta skip.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Pac and them, you could just ride that thing out.
Right. For
But I
sure.
like Jay. Jay's a spit. Jay be spitting too.
Most definitely.
Okay, my East Coast list. If I gotta throw an East Coast list together, I would say 50 Cent, Nas, J Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put Biggie before Nas. Damn, that's a hard one. I don't
Hey,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's a lot easier.
That's a hard one, but I'm gonna say 50, Biggie, Nas.
Mhm.
Damn, I gotta put Benny Siegel in them in there. Benny Siegel up in there.
You think so?
Benny
He
was
had some cuts.
Jada Kiss.
Yeah. Oh, Kiss.
Damn, I forgot about
You would probably
Jada
have to put
Kiss.
him at number one.
Let me put that.
That nigga,
I gotta
that
mix.
nigga Kiss so hard.
I forgot to throw. Kiss might have to go at the top
Yeah, that nigga
of the
Kiss so
East
hard.
Coast list. So
Yeah, he's so
Jada,
hard.
50, Nas, Benny.
Yeah.
Shit, Fabulous on there too.
Fabulous.
Yeah, you gotta listen to Fab, man. Go
Never
check
really
out some of
fucked
that
with him like
Fab,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Fab be
Back in
spitting,
the day, he
boy.
came with a lot of commercial shit. I'm like, who? I thought he
No,
was.
listen to
I
his.
thought he was a square nigga. Just you know what I mean. He appeared to be a square nigga, just trying to come up with some gangster shit. That's what I thought about
Well,
Fab when
Fab
I first
actually a
seen him.
gangster though.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
He one of them quiet niggas.
Right, for sure.
You know, he one of them quiet niggas. You gotta watch him.
Right,
It's either Fab or and Jigga, man.
right, right. Yeah, now that's
Jigga got the money, you know what I'm saying? But
right,
that's
right, and that's a lot easier. Now, now if we go from coast to coast, oh, that's easy. I can do that all day.
yeah.
You feel me? If we gonna go from coast to coast, shit, I can go shit first. Number one, I would have to say Kendrick killing them all. You know what I mean?
That's West Coast though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
he,
we was gonna go with West Coast
he
for
throwing
one.
that
I would
dub
go,
up
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
Because I gotta go with the West Coast first because I'm West Coast. I would have to go Kendrick number one. Number two, I would have to say shit. Who else? Uh, shit, I would have to say the game. I fucks with the nigga hard the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know who else? Who else on the West Coast? Shit, I guess it ain't that easy.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know how you throw. I don't know how you
Yeah.
got Pac off your list, man.
Yeah,
I
for
don't know how you
sure.
got Cube off
Yeah,
your
right.
list.
Excuse me. You know what I mean? Excuse me. You know what I mean? I would have to go with. Let me reframe that. See, this shit hard as
Even
motherfucker for me.
Ice T.
Yeah.
Ice
Ice
T.
T?
Ice T was the first gangster rapper that had dropped a gangster record that I heard.
Right. So,
Ice T has.
right, most definitely. And I ain't heard a lot of shit recently. You know what I mean? Because I stay within my own little zone. But for the most part, I always had to say Cube, Kendrick, uh, fuck it, Tupac, uh, And then I'm always a nigga that's trying to be different. I'm trying to go away from what everybody else think is popular. That's just within me. You know what I mean?
That nigga said, "Fuck it, Tupac."
You know what I mean? Who else? Shit, DJ Quick. That was a hard. DJ Quick was on this shit. You know what I mean?
DJ Quick.
Yeah, Quick was on this shit. And who else? And then on top of that, the nigga was one of the coldest producers ever. And then after that, shit, the nigga Corrupt was hard as a motherfucker. So I would have to say, you know what I mean? Corrupt was hard as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nah, I can't throw shit. Let me see. Well, I would have to say E40. Shit. So, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and, you know what I mean? But Quick and then E40. So I would have to say E40 is my number 5. You feel me? You know what I mean?
That's solid, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Now, when we boil down to, you know what I mean, we say the South, I would say, shit, the nigga Face is the hardest nigga. Then Jeezy. Um, shit, after that, who else? Yeah, probably the nigga. Shit, I don't know. Who else? A lot of them niggas, man. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I got Face, Jeezy, UGK. That's 3. Who else? Lil Wayne and them Hot
Oh, Lil
Boys.
Wayne. They
Lil
got to go with
Wayne
Lil
and them
Wayne.
Hot
Number 3,
Boys.
Lil Wayne.
Who else? That's 4 right there for me. So Lil Wayne and there's one more on top of that. It's a toss up. And shit, I'm gonna have to probably give it to Luda or somebody.
Luda. I got you. Yeah.
I mean, Luda don't talk that street shit like that.
Right.
Oh fuck it!
Yeah, with
I
just
have
some
to. I'll give it. To,
rappability.
I'll give it the tip. Fuck it. I'll give it the tip.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna have to throw him in there. Fuck it.
I'll
You know what
give
I
it
mean?
the tip. I'll give it the tip. The
So,
5th one.
right. So I would have to say Tip is probably my fourth, because I did fuck with that nigga. And who else?
Tip claim he the king of the South, but
Yeah, that's what he ain't.
he a self appointed king.
Yeah,
So.
that's what he ain't. And number 5, South, I would have to say Andre 3000. You gotta go. I mean, I would have to go with him and shit. You feel me?
Under 3,000.
Yeah. You know what I
Tech
mean?
9.
Yeah, man.
We
Yeah.
got somebody over there. Somebody over there.
Yeah, we got
Screaming,
somebody
Tech
over here
9.
chirping in on it. You know what I mean? Take 9. You know what I mean? But
I like Tech.
yeah,
So
and
don't
the
get
East
it
Coast got so
twisted.
many great rappers, man, that to be honest, man, that came out of the East Coast. Rakim, he was a cold motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
had to throw.
man.
That's why I
Yeah.
threw it up at
Yeah.
upper times.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah, 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 yeah,
back in
yeah.
the day, if I went back in the day, that's an easy list for me. Is Run DMC,
Yeah, for
is
sure.
L Cool J,
Right.
is Eric B and Rakim, is Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah.
and there's EPMD. That's
Most
an
definitely.
easy one for me.
Right, for sure. Oh yeah, EPMD was hard to motherfucker too.
EPMD.
They was coming with that raw shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. They
I
was
can't
coming.
forget KRS-One up in there somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I would have to throw Rakim in there. I would have to throw 50 in there. I would have to throw Jay-Z in there. Shit. Big Daddy Kane, he was hard as a motherfucker. And let me see.
It's hard back in them days.
Yeah, who else was who else? I ain't never, a lot of people like to throw Nas in there.
I got some cats like Poe Righteous Teachers. There's so many, boy.
Yeah. New York got a bunch of niggas, man.
'Cause
You
I
know,
used to,
but they,
I
you know,
used
they
to
started
bang,
the game. They
I
started
used
the
to
game,
bang a
and
lot
then
of
there
them
was a
cats.
lot of liquor. The nigga Redman was on his shit.
Redman,
Method Man, them niggas was on their shit. That nigga Redman was coming there with that on the nigga, even the nigga ODB. You know what I mean?
Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, that nigga, he was a wild nigga, man. You know what I mean? Hey, the coolest part when he told me, when he said about when he went up there and went and got the food stamps.
Oh
He,
yeah. I
he was
remember
the
that.
rawest. That nigga was the rawest nigga to me ever when he did that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dirty Bastard that nigga was just crazy.
He was like, yeah, it's free money. Why wouldn't you want to get free money?
He said he wanted to get his stamps.
Yeah.
He wanted to get his stamps.
Hey, when that nigga did that, I said, oh, this is the rawest nigga. You know what I mean? For sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, but that's, you know what I mean, pretty much when it come to rap though, man. You know, but influences, you know, and the shit I listen to now, you know what I mean, on a consistent basis, I would have to say, you know, it's hard, man. It all depends on, you know what I mean? There's so much great talent out there, man. You know what I mean? As a people, we talented as motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's
You
lots
know what I
of
mean?
talent out
You
there,
know,
man.
I just don't like,
talent.
you know, a lot of shit when, you know what I mean? My thing is just just edify me,
The
teach
game,
me some shit.
the
You
game
know,
is different now though. It's just so oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
it's so many, and then everybody sound alike, kind of like now. You know, it's like so it's hard for me to differentiate who is who.
right,
You
for
know what I'm
sure,
saying? So, cause I be hearing a lot of cats that sound like Future now. I hear a lot of people sound like Drake.
right,
So now that the game I don't know, it's just oversaturated. I guess.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
What?
I do music, and now I don't even have the same energy that I once had because the game is all the
Most
same.
definitely,
You know
it's
what I'm
watered
saying?
down.
It's
It's watered
watered
down.
down, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I got a mixtape coming for y'all for free, but
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
doing that just because I love the game.
And that's what it was. You know what I mean? Back in the day, so many cats had that true passion for the game. You could hear it in their voice and how they was going hard with that shit.
I forgot
Now all
about it.
these niggas, they either want the money, they want the fame. You know what I mean? Like even in the streets, niggas want the fame. They don't even want the money no more. You know what I mean? They just want to appear to be, somebody that they actually aren't. But for the most part, back in the days, like I said, a lot of cats, like when you mentioned like Redman and Method Man and Ice Cube and shoot, niggas from the South that came out a long time ago, Outkast, man, them niggas was hard in the motherfucker.
I did a show with Red Man. That dude cool as hell.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? And on top of that, they had their own little, you couldn't put a lot of them cats you couldn't put nobody in a box. You know what I mean? Everybody had their own lane.
Yeah,
Most cats
it
had
was
their own
different.
lane
It
for
was
sure.
everybody sounded
You know what I
different.
mean? Most cats had their own
Yeah,
lane. So, it was a passion that came with it. So even if you didn't respect, even if it didn't resonate with your spirit completely, you know what I mean? As far as you was able to grab a hold to it, like, damn, this nigga talking, you know what I mean? You could feel the passion in the way the nigga was rapping. You know what I mean? It was artistry. It was artistry.
Don't mind me. I was checking out the sports.
For sure.
We got
You know.
tickets in.
So when it boils down to rap, man, I missed the pure artistry of it. You feel me? You know what I mean? It was some like even like what's them one niggas uh, them niggas that rap real Onyx and all them
Oh,
niggas.
Onyx
You know
Jones.
what I mean?
Skibbity,
Yeah, with all that bullshit, but them
Yeah.
niggas, but you couldn't put them in a category with nobody else. You know what I mean? You couldn't put them with the, you know what I mean? And then
Man, I forgot about it. No, that's Effects.
Das Effects, for sure.
Das
For sure.
Effects. Yeah,
Most
that ain't no
definitely.
Onyx. That's Das
Yeah,
Effects.
Onyx, they was just yelling and shit a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is everybody had their own lane. You feel me? And niggas was creative and they was true artists. I don't know what the fuck going on now. You know what I mean?
Well, now it's a copycat season.
Yeah, and then everybody want to be, you know what I mean, false. Everybody want to be a gangster, and it's like, why? I wanted out that shit so bad.
That's the
You know
thing.
what I mean?
That's gonna be another topic we need to come up with, but we can sprinkle some of it because I just like all the rappers and people that want to just jump in the gang banging after you done made $1 million something, $200-300 million, and you say, I'm from a gang now.
Why niggas gang banging niggas?
So I don't know. I'm like, man.
You know what I mean?
Once you get rich, you supposed to be somewhere where you can't even really be touched.
Yeah, for sure.
Until you come out and do your shows or do your interviews and stuff like that, and then you supposed to get tucked right back out the way.
Yeah, I know back in the days when niggas was really gang banging.
You want to go to
When
the
niggas
soil?
niggas wore red and blue as a uniform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If a nigga heard about a nigga like Chris Brown gang banging back then, oh man, they would have served that nigga something. Ooh, they would have served him up something nice. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, they all getting distorted.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But you know what I'm saying? They got to pay that payola or whatever, because if y'all, I mean, real gangbangers know, you know what I'm saying? What school did you go to? You from Cali, man. What was your elementary school?
Man.
What was your junior high school?
Right.
Who's the leader? Who's the shot caller? Who's the shot caller of your gang?
Most definitely.
Because he claimed Fruit Town. I think he claimed Fruit. Who's shot caller?
Yeah. Who's the OG? Who's the OGs?
Do the OG know you?
Yeah. Who's the OGs? We didn't really have shot callers, but we had OGs.
You know what I'm saying?
We respected our OGs though. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Let's nigga cross the line though.
I just need some answers.
Yeah, for sure.
If they gonna be able to tell you, oh yeah, this dude from what Fruit Town that is that in Compton? Where's it at?
Fruit Town. Where's Fruit Town
I
at?
said in the
Yeah.
Inglewood somewhere. It's
Shit, I
over
ain't
in
even gonna speak
L.A.
on it. I'm a San Bernardino nigga.
It's over in
Yeah,
L.A.
man.
And them cats gonna be like, no, he didn't go to this school.
Right.
No, he didn't live over here on this block.
Most definitely.
No, he didn't come to the barbecues.
Right.
No, he wasn't at the function. He wasn't at the meeting when such and such got shot the other day.
For sure.
No, he didn't go put in no work.
Right.
No, it's gonna be so many no's. Nah. So
Right.
why would you even put yourself in that predicament and you know it's gonna be a nah? You didn't grow up, you don't even a lot of them dudes, they know you from TV.
Man, I seen I seen some little young broad, you know what I mean, little
They know you from
young white broad
TV.
talking about she was a crip or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, you a
Oh,
crip.
oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
She got quoted in by the
Yeah,
homies.
man,
It's all good,
yeah.
that's what happened.
Oh man, but the thing is just like I don't know, man. I don't get this shit no more,
Yeah,
man.
that shit played out to me,
Yeah,
so
I know. You know what I mean? When we was gang banging, man, I'm from San Bernardino, and years ago, man, you know, LA cats do the drugs and the money. Niggas had came to San Bernardino trying to take over, and then San Bernardino niggas had to come up with their own gangs and shit. But it was about money. Niggas was making, you know what I mean, three,
I've
four,
been
five
about
hundred dollars a day.
I've
You know
been
what I mean? On
about
the
money.
first and 15th.
I was about my money even when
Yeah.
I was young. Only reason I was even fucking with gang banging was because it was cats where I grew up at. I grew up in Northtown. I'm from
Right.
Northtown. I ran with them down the streets.
For
But
sure.
it was cats. All my friends was just down the streets.
Most definitely.
So so of course you guilty by
Association.
association.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
Because I was dealing with everybody. I was dealing with down the streets. Rolling Sixties was up this way. I was in A Town all the time. I was hanging with White Streets. I hung with every gang that was in North Las Vegas except the Bloods. I was hanging with them.
Most definitely.
I hung on Cobb Lane. Do cats remember the street Cobb Lane? Yeah, Cobb Lane was right over there by
Right.
21st Street by Rancho High School. I was hanging in all these places, man.
For
But
sure.
all my main homeboys was down the streets. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I really got caught up because I was hanging with all them dudes every single day. And I try to go venture off and do something by myself.
Right.
And then I get caught lacking because everybody was like, hey, that's one of them right there.
Right.
That's one of them. And I used to have to get up out of
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
there. So it came to a point. It came to a point where I got tired of it.
Most
So
definitely.
that's how I got kind of wrapped up in the gang thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
And I had to stay down with it then. And once I got down, it was a wrap.
Right, for sure. But yeah, you know what I mean? I've been so far removed from that shit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Back, you know
yeah,
what I
we
mean?
grown now though.
I moved to
Shit.
Vegas and you know what I mean, when I was like 21, man. I got tired of motherfuckers dying around me once a week. Feel like I was going to a funeral once
Oh
a week.
man, that was daily
You know
around
what I
here.
mean? So the thing is, you know what I mean, and I know, you know what I mean, and I know it was, you know what I mean, around the whole West Coast because the shit was still going on.
Bad.
You know what I mean? When I had moved out here, it was going on out here. And then on top of that, I mean, I used to go back and forth to Phoenix. Same shit was happening out there too as well. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers laid out. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. But at the time, man, I mean, I was like, man, fuck all that old bullshit. I'm trying to get to bigger and greater things. So I stepped away from all that shit, man. But you know, when it comes to rap music, man, I think, you know what I mean, who's your, you know what I mean, when it comes to, I
That's
mean, like we say in our top five, man, you know what I mean, back then, it's hard to really say. I think it's hard to say who really, you know what I mean, who's really my top five. I would say what resonates with me and what resonates with my spirit and my lifestyle and who I am. Because you got to understand that music is spiritual, man. A lot of these youngsters listen to all this drill music and all this other shit nowadays, and the shit is resonating with their spirit.
yeah,
You
cause
feel
with
me?
me, cause
You know what
I
I
can
mean?
tell what type of person you is just off the music you listen to.
Yeah, correct,
Right off the top.
correct, correct.
If I hop in your car right now and you got on some music, I know what type of
For
person
sure,
you are.
for sure. You know what I mean? And I know for years, you know what I mean? Like I didn't seen like I didn't have, you know what I mean, it was like me and the homeboy and two females in the car, and niggas be like, man, and the nigga was like, man, let the females listen to what they want to listen to. And I know from my experience, the majority of the females, a lot of times they wanted to listen to like shit, you know what I mean, like shit, you know what I mean, that had nothing to do with what I wanted to listen to as far as getting money and making shit happen. So I think
Mm-hmm.
nowadays a lot of music is a lot of cats and people are listening to shit. Like I think a lot of motherfuckers listen to Drake because the women like to listen to that shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
I don't
You,
really see really no gangsters listening to Drake. Like, not, I
you know
mean,
what I mean?
nothing against Drake, but
Right,
I just
right.
don't see no real gangsters
You
listening to
know,
Drake
but you know,
that I've seen.
yeah, but I know a man's to me on life in life, a man's purpose is to grow and build, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So the thing is like I said, the niggas I listen to now is Jeezy, the one nigga Larry June, you know what I
I
mean,
like Larry June.
like basically, you know what I mean, that's all you gonna hear in my car, cause Jeezy talk about getting some money as far as street shit is concerned, and on top of that, you know what I mean, the nigga, you know what I mean, talk, you know what I mean, so and that was my mindset back then. Nigga Larry June, all he talk about is, you know what I mean, eating good food, and you know what I mean. Also, he talk about, you know, he talk about how he used to pimp, but he also talk about how the nigga, you know what I mean, he invests his money in order to do other shit. You know, he talking about shit as far as elevating and being and becoming a new man.
And that,
You feel me?
and see how that inspired him and me, because I listen to Larry June as well.
You know what I mean? Music is spiritual. If you
Yeah,
listening to
listen
that
to
bullshit all
yeah.
day, you know what I mean? That's what you gonna be
I
fooled
remember
with.
back in the day when I was like just really just on some fly crip shit. I was
Right.
listening to like Snoop Dogg and
Most
all that
definitely.
stuff.
Some laid back,
And
you know
then
what I
if I
mean?
get with certain homies,
Yeah.
if I hopped in their car,
Yeah. Yeah.
they was listening to Brother Lynch.
Yeah. They was listening to
Now
that
that was
real.
the dudes that was smoking sherm sticks and
Yeah,
all
for
that
sure.
type of shit.
Most definitely.
So you already knew the
Most
energy.
definitely.
If you hopped in the car, they would listen to that
Most
Brother
definitely.
Lynch, huh?
Right. Most definitely.
Ooh, you was finna go put in some work.
Most definitely. For sure.
I was on some fly crippin' shit cause with Snoop Dogg, them niggas
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
also, you give me the flame. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I was fucking with
saying?
Snoop
You
back
know
then.
what I'm saying? Doing
Right.
that, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Cause they was fly crippin' if you ask me.
Most definitely. Most
Like now it's
definitely.
a lot of like the Crips now, like what my homie called them fashion bangers.
Right.
He said they fashion Crips.
Is that what
They
niggas is?
That's what he called they fashion Crips. Them
Yeah.
niggas ain't really, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really
Right.
about it unless you got a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
catch one of them by themselves or two by themselves, they friendly as a motherfucker.
I
But you
don't
catch
know, man.
you catch a lot of them, then them niggas chest out and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
You be like,
sure.
ah man, I caught you
Yeah,
by
get you
yourself.
some money, man.
I caught you by
You
yourself the
man,
other day. You was
yeah,
friendly as a
get
church mouse.
get you some green,
Get you
get you
some
some
money.
motherfucker, get you some green, get you some freedom. You know what I mean?
Stay out, man. Stay free.
You know what I mean? Stay away from basically, it's all the system, blood, crip, all that old bullshit. You know what I mean? All that shit is meant for
And
you know
it
what I
ain't
mean
the
to
same
separate.
no more because
It's all to separate a
everybody
motherfucker.
intertwined and kicking now.
Come
So
on, man, most
so
definitely. Niggas just mention that shit in order for them to feel like they tough or something. You know what I mean? A lot of times niggas do that shit just in my opinion, you know what I mean?
that
In
music
order, you know what I mean,
and that
for a heck.
music, that's what influences a lot of these youngsters to be what they are now because of
Yeah,
the music that was made from our time.
right.
Now all them dudes is making their stuff off, and that's why they gang banging and shit now.
Yeah, yeah. But watch the music you listen to.
So
Cause you
yeah,
know what I
because
mean?
it gets in your
Ultimately,
soul
right. Like Love said, you know what I mean, you can tell what a nigga is on by the music he listen to. You know what I mean?
right away.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like today, if you listen to you want to go with all them dudes, they talking about they sliding and pulling up and all that. They probably listening to what's that little young wild boy. I like the little young wild boy too. He got
Who?
the baby by Floyd Mayweather's daughter. Damn,
I
what's
don't
that
know. It's two
boy
of them
name?
niggas that look alike to me. What's his NLE Chopper and the other one? What's his name? Not him, but what's the other nigga name, man?
Damn, I
I know
forgot
what
the
you talking
boy
about,
name.
but him and them two niggas look alike to me. But NLE Chopper and
NLE Chopper.
not him. It's the other nigga. What's his name? Yeah, you gonna Google it?
Got to.
Yeah. But a lot of cats I was, you know what I mean, like a lot of young cats, I was checking them out though. I didn't listen to them. You know what I mean? Some of them is cool. But you know what I mean, like I said, that old school shit, niggas just had that artistry. It was just all it was an art.
NBA young boy.
NBA young boy. NBA young boy.
NBA young boy.
Right.
He hard too,
He is.
but he just wow.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to hear about killing a nigga all day. You know what I
Young
mean?
boy.
I don't want to hear, oh man, every other verse talking about killing, fucking a nigga, bitch. That sound like too many motherfucking problems to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that young boy, that
You know
boy
what I mean?
wild as
Niggas kill
hell.
over bitches. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay away from all that. You know, in every other rap nowadays, that's all they talking about is either killing a nigga or fucking his bitch. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for none of that. Yeah. You know, female tell me she got a nigga, I'm like, hey, baby, you know what I mean? It was nice to know you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and keep it moving this way. You can't really help me out anyways, cause you ain't going, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have a duty, I'm gonna have some duty for you, some shit for you to do. And you know what I mean? You're gonna have to answer to him before you're able to do it. You know what I mean?
That part. But look at here. Well, here.
For sure.
We just did about an hour, I think it was, something like that.
Is that right?
On this topic about who's your top list. I would love it if you guys put your top and down in the comments, see if y'all agree with what I said or what Lucci said.
Yeah, I was all over the place.
Yeah, because he all over the place. He don't really know who to hell. I know Jeezy for sure.
Right.
I know with me is Pac and Jeezy and Water.
Yeah, whatever resonates with my spirit at the time and
And
who I'm trying to evolve to be as a man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And all those guys, Pac rest in peace, but Water made it out the soil and he's a successful gentleman doing
He's doing his thing.
Big
He's
things.
doing his thing. Beautiful
Jeezy's out of the
Beautiful
soil.
thing.
He's doing good things. You know, he going through some emotions with his baby mama and all that shit. But
Right.
the wife or whatever is trying to get him on some. She making up shit on the board
trying to
now.
say,
Yeah, I just see this. I'm like,
they always gonna go after that.
Come on,
You got
Jenny,
to watch it.
you know that boy ain't there. Come on now, you just
Right.
don't be bitter, baby. Don't be bitter, baby. Just
That's
take
the
your
name
loss
of the
and
game.
move.
How do I get that dough?
Get to the bread. You
How
know
do
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
that dough?
And I noticed you didn't put Puffy on your list, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Puffy ain't
hell
on
no.
your
Oh, hell no.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know what I mean? He had some cold tracks though. But all that dancing around and soggy suit shit, you know what I mean? And him and Mace, you know what I mean? Especially when him and Mace came out, I'm like, man, who was these niggas? It was this clown ass shit.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Murder Mace was all right. I fuck with Murder Mace. He was all right.
Yeah, man.
But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I got the Stack Way of Nowhere is coming for y'all. I'm gonna get that to y'all. I'm probably gonna set it up.
I like that title.
Set it up on this platform so where y'all, when we are doing our thing right here, then I'm gonna have a little song list right up, come directly after this, so y'all can sit there and bang that thing. You know, enjoy yourselves for what we doing. And if y'all want to come down and have a good time, y'all most welcome to come down to Lady Brandy's place. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just make sure y'all keep tuning in to the Love and Luck podcast. So you got anything else you want to give to folks?
Yeah, well, like I always say, I mean, my Mexican partner fronted me, and now the bank fronts me, you know, and ultimately you can reach me at all platforms at Luck Got Fronted and also at capitalmovements.com. You know, I'll definitely get you straight as far as getting your business credit straight and also helping you to be able to leverage business credit as well.
Great. And on that note, y'all make sure y'all put y'all money on them Cowboys, man. And we out here to the fruit of nine. I ain't gonna disrespect the 49er fans on here right now, but we get ready to get it because I got some 49er fans. They be talking real reckless to me, but we ain't gonna get it today. Y'all better hope y'all get past them Eagles tonight. All right? With that being said, zoom! We outro, man.
And peace out. And we get with you.